Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another AEW review. As you notice by the thumbnail and the title, this is not your typical AEW review that we usually give you because, no, uh, we are reviewing AEW Rampage for the first time. And so, I guess to explain why we're doing this, if you haven't seen any other reviews, basically, me and Austin made a bet for Revolution that if I lost the bet, I would have to review an episode of Rampage Dark and Dark Elevation, and well, I lost. So here's my Rampage review, and I chose to watch this one because of the firm deletion match, which I'll fucking get to because it was the main event. This show was god awful. It was terrible. Don't know why anyone watches Rampage. The song for Rampage is fucking terrible. It's like this rap beat, and it's like, yeah, Rampage. This is Rampage. This is Rampage. It's so bad. So
This is
what?
Rampage.
Oh, I can't wait till next Wednesday when you gotta watch that god awful steel cage match.
Let me have my fun.
So, Rampage began with a flipping botch fest, which was a six-man tag of the Lucha Brothers and El Hijo del Vikingo, because apparently that's how you're supposed to say it, because, you know, even though it says Vikingo, Excalibur has to say Vikingo for some reason. They took on the team of Powerhouse Hobbs, QT Marshall, and Aaron Solo. So, what do I say about this match? This was nothing but flips and dives and botches and wrestlers nearly killing themselves. That's all this was. So, I want to say to El Hijo del Vikingo, fucking the Viking experience, whatever you want to call yourself. I'm glad that Rey Mysterio and Conan called your bitch ass out for what you're doing, because you're literally gonna fucking kill yourself. Like, being around people like fucking Pentagram and Nugenics fucking it's influencing you to do this dumb shit. And I seen clips of your stupid ass doing this on GCW as well, where you're doing Canadian destroyers on the apron and fucking Spanish flies from the top rope to the floor. You're gonna fucking kill yourself, okay? Nah, because in this match, this man was trying to do Hurricane Ranas, he was landing on the top of his head, trying to do dives, fucking landing on his neck, almost hurting himself. Like, bro, it's Rampage. It ain't fucking worth it, okay? Like, why are you sitting here doing this fucking dumb shit on Rampage, bro? Like, Rampage of all things? Like, okay, whatever. You had your match with Kenny Omega on Dynamite. You're trying to prove yourself, whatever, fine. But Rampage? Really? The show that no one watches. Really? The show where I had to sit through like 3 different picture-in-pictures. The show where fucking where the commercials were more interesting than the matches, is what you're telling me. This is where you want to put your life on the line. And I know people are going to say, oh, they put their life on the line every time they get in the ring. Yeah, I understand that. But there's having a match, putting your life on the line, and then there's being a fucking dickhead sitting here doing all these flippy-doos, landing on your fucking neck. You're going to snap your spinal cord, you fucking moron. It's no wonder Rey Mysterio and Conan said, hey, dumbass, stop doing that, or you're not going to have a long career. And what does he do? He keeps on, and he's still doing it. And I mean, for Christ's sake, look how many times fucking Phoenix or Phoenix, as Excalibur was saying, or Nugenics. Look how many times he's been injured for doing the dumb shit he does, for all the fucking flips and shit. Look how many times he's been fucking injured. Why would you want to be like that, man? Why? Why did you even come to AEW in the first place? Why are you wrestling on places like GCW? You're going to fucking kill yourself doing this dumb shit. And fucking all the AEW fans were so hype about this guy. Oh, El Hijo del Vikingo. If you don't know who that is, then you don't know wrestling, motherfucker. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not a fucking 700-pound 18XL t-shirt wearing, leaving dookie stains on the fucking seats in the crowd when I leave to go home, sweating, stinking like some crusty Funyuns, neckbeard AEW fan, okay, that sits here and watches every fucking independent promotion and fucking beats my cock over fucking El Hijo del Vikingo and all these other people on GCW and PWG and fucking Finger in My Ass and all these other fucking promotions out there. Like, anyway, Vikingo, you're a fucking moron for doing the shit that you're doing. I'm not trying to hate on you. I'm not. But objectively, looking at what you're doing, you are not going to have longevity in your career if you keep wrestling the way you do. Like, literally, he kept doing moves and was almost landing on his neck. He landed on his head, top of his head a couple times. Like, bro, this is not safe. It's not safe. And yet you continue to do it. And then it doesn't help when you got the fucking... I can't be bothered, man. It doesn't help. It doesn't help when you got the Super Lucio brothers on your fucking team.
Lucio brothers, that's cringe, bro. They would actually call themselves that too. That's the sad part.
Yeah, I could see both of their dumbasses dressing up as Mario and Luigi as well, doing some dumb shit like fucking Elmo doing the goddamn Canadian Destroyer in that god-awful clip that I saw on my timeline. Thanks, Twitter. Like, I wanted to see that. Oh, and I'm pretty sure it was in GCW as well, so fuck you again, GCW. Gonorrhea Championship Wrestling.
I fucking saw some random shit of this wrestler called Dragon Wrestling one day. It was legit.
Dragon?
Yes, it was legitimately just a dude in a fucking dragon mascot costume. And apparently Eddie Kingston was commentating over it, and it was from Chikara, and it was like in 2005, and I just wanted to kill myself.
Great.
So, you're not the only person. It's on my Twitter because I fucking retweeted it and said this is stupid, one of the stupidest things I've ever seen, pretty much.
Bro, this match was bad. It was literally nothing but flips and dives, and I know people will be like, "Oh, well, that's what people say. All AEW is flips and dives." And I mean, to be fair, not every match is that, but I mean, when people say flips and dives, this is the kind of shit that they're talking about, because oh my god, was it necessary to do a 450 into a Hurricane Rana? Was it necessary to do a second rope Phoenix Splash? Was it necessary to do a triple dive to the outside? Was it necessary to do a shooting star press, and then a package pile driver, and then a double foot stomp, all in that order? I mean, good God. And don't think I'm just singling out this team. Oh, because I'm talking about the other team too. So, Powerhouse Hobbs, what the fuck, man? What happened? 2-3 weeks ago, you were TNT champion, and now this is what you're fucking doing. Sitting here, wrestling in a 6-man tag team match on fucking Rampage, where now you went from being TNT champion, the fucking face of the Revolution, winning the ladder match. 2 weeks later, now you're just a bum on Rampage. What the fuck, man? Sorry, I was getting a drink of water. So, Then we got QT Marshall, the blandest piece of Wonder Bread that I've ever seen.
Wonder Bread.
Honestly, like, why is he even in AEW? Since his inception in AEW, he's got jobber entrances. I mean, for Christ's sake, he lost to the Big Show on a pay-per-view. Like, just retire, man. I can't be bothered.
God damn.
Honestly. And Aaron Solo or Solo or fucking whatever the fuck you call
Solomon
yourself.
Grundy.
Fucking. The only thing I'm gonna call you is a fucking cuck. That's what I'm gonna fucking call you. Cause one, you're trash. Okay. You were fucking botching in this match, hitting the weakest chops I've ever seen. Fucking. Two, you are such a dumbass that you lost Bailey as your fucking girlfriend. That in itself may be the biggest L I've ever seen anybody from AEW take. And you know, it's funny because he says he feels disrespected when people call him, cause there's a one thing where like fucking someone addressed him as Mr. Bailey or something, and he said he felt so disrespected. Fuck you. It's your fault. It's literally his fucking fault too. Cause you know why they fucking broke up, Austin? At least this is from what I read. Apparently, fucking he was super controlling and would get mad at Bailey like a lot. And there's like, I guess like a thing where Bailey wanted to take like a picture with like one of her guy friends from WWE. He got so offended over it and got so butthurt and was so controlling that fucking he like forced her to not take the picture and shit. Dude's a piece of shit. So yeah, fuck you, Aaron Solo. All you've done since you came to AEW was be on Rampage. I haven't seen you on Dynamite one time. So, everybody in this match can go fuck themselves, including Powerhouse Hobbs, who I actually like. And it's sad that they're doing this to Powerhouse Hobbs, because I felt like he could have had a great run as TNT champion, but no, let's give it back to Wardlow. Why not? Anyway, the match was trash. People were almost getting injured. There was botches, and in the end, the Super Lucio brothers and fucking Vikingo fucking whatever the fuck, they won the fucking match. I didn't fucking give a shit. No one gave a shit. This match sucked. On to the next one. And you know what? I can't even say that much about it because it was Jade Cargill versus this Gia Scott chick. And apparently this was her AEW debut. And guess what happened? Didn't get an entrance. And then Jade Cargill came out and then started the match. And then she hit the jaded 1, 2, 3, jobbed that fucking bitch out. And that was it. I wish all the matches on this show could have been this fast. But, you know. So yeah, Jade Cargill is now 57-0. So I don't know how long the streak is going to go for, but my god, like, this woman does not feel special. Like, you know, usually when someone is on a streak like that, you feel it. You're like, oh man, who's going to fucking beat them? They're so dominant. With Jade Cargill, it's just like, I don't care. Like, it's just like, it's not even like, oh, who's gonna beat Jade Cargill? She's so dominant. It's not that. It's every time she gets in the ring with somebody, it's like, oh my god, who's Jade Cargill gonna fucking botch and possibly injure this time? Like, whatever. It was a jobber match. I didn't care. Now, we move on to the third actual match on this show, which was Mark Briscoe versus Preston Vance And you want to talk about plain white pieces of Wonder Bread. My God, Preston Vance looks like Superstar Template 5 on like Here Comes the Pain from back in the day. My God, this dude looks so generic, bro. Like, honestly, this looks like some motherfucker like you would see in those fucking App Store wrestling games
But
that make those
but
like fake
Devin,
characters. That's what he
but
looks like.
Devin, he was
Hmm.
part of the Dark Order.
Yeah, that's when he actually fucking somewhat was important. But oh no, he takes the mask off and he made Brody Lee Jr. cry. Yeah, oh boo-hoo, Brody Lee Jr. was crying. That's why he was at fucking WrestleMania. So go fuck yourself, Dark Order. Anyway, so before the match, they had a promo with Mark Briscoe and Jeff Jarrett's group. And basically, they told Mark Briscoe, "Oh, since you're friends with FTR, can you tell them to accept our match for Double or Nothing?" And Mark Briscoe was like, "You know, Austin, you want to do your Mark Briscoe impression?"
Yeah, good on.
No, you know what? I got something. I'll tell you exactly. I'll show you exactly what Mark Briscoe sounds like. Hold on a second. I'm trying to look it up. All right, you know, this is what I think of every time I hear Mark Briscoe talk.
Good one, man. They got another one, man. What do you call the difference between old man and a little squirt gun? Dang old aforementioned antiquities pursuant to the public domain title 9 7 of the state resource code. But I tell you what, man, it's airtight. Tell you what, man, it gets all prettied up and then old Coleman's hair rolling off to the side, man.
That's what Mark Briscoe sounds like. He sounds like fucking Boomhauer. I can't fucking understand half of what Mark Briscoe is saying. He's like, "Oh, let me tell you something, man. You're like, what the fuck?"
Yeah, you're bugging, man. You're buggy.
Is Mark Briscoe on some kind of like drugs?
I don't know, man.
But so, fucking Mark Briscoe's like, he's like, "Oh, y'all are bugging. I gotta go have this match," and fucking then Jay Lethal's like, "Oh, he's been my friend for a long time, and he'll make the right decision." And then for some reason, Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt just start screaming "woo" into the fucking camera. I don't know why. And then let me go back to my notes here. So we get to this actual match. My God, this was so boring. This was the longest match on, well, not as long as the firm deletion, but the longest actual match on the show. This was so boring. Like, how do you make a Mark Briscoe match boring? Which Mark Briscoe is now 6-0 in AEW, by the way, and his streak is more believable than Jade Cargill's. But nevertheless, fucking
Could you
why?
imagine if MJF like wins that Fatal 4-Way at Double or Nothing, and they have him face fucking Mark Briscoe at the next pay-per-view?
You would have to watch AEW again.
No,
If that happens, Austin's watching AEW again.
that is not happening. Fuck you.
We're agreeing to it right here, right now. No, you brought it up, so
I ain't agreeing to shit.
you heard it right here. If Mark Briscoe wins the AEW title, Austin will watch for another 6 months.
God no, bro. I can't do it. I'll kill myself, bro. I'll jump off a bridge.
Oh yeah, by the way, the commentators on Rampage was Jim Ross, Excalibur, and Tony Schiavone. It was nice to hear Jim Ross, but my God, Excalibur needs to fucking be taken out back like old Yeller. Like, oh my god, this dude does not shut the fuck up.
Oh, don't mention fucking Old Yeller when you're talking about Mark Briscoe.
What do you mean by that?
Old Yeller is like a southern type movie, and Mark Briscoe's southern as fuck.
Oh, I thought you were trying to say something about Jay Briscoe's and say that's fucked, Austin. Don't say that.
No.
Nevertheless, this match was boring. Preston Vance somehow is a more boring wrestler than fucking someone like Mason Ryan. Someone like fucking Michael Tarver has more charisma than Preston Vance. Fuck's sake. Honestly, man, Nathan Jones has more charisma than Preston Vance. Like, who is Preston Vance, man? Like, honestly, like, I know
You know,
that he was in the Dark Order and he was like, oh, 10 and all this shit. I know that. But why?
You know who Preston Vance reminds me of?
Who?
He is a modern day version of Luther Reigns.
Luther Reigns had more charisma. At least Luther Reigns was in that segment where the Big Show tipped over the Jeep. What has Preston Vance done? Oh, he took his mask off and made Brody Lee Jr. cry. Oh my god. Fucking Jesus Christ, man. If he would have taken his mask off in front of me, I would have cried too. That motherfucker ugly as hell. To take a quote from fucking Shaggy Rogers, he said, "If I had a face like that, I'd moan too." Fucking, fucking Preston Vance taking his mask off reminds me of fucking Friday the 13th Part 8, where Jason fucking lifted up his hockey mask to show the fucking gangsters he wasn't fucking around. Just because of how ugly he is. That I'm not even gonna call him Preston Vance anymore. I'm just gonna call him fucking Preston Voorhees. Fuck you. Ugly ass fucking piece of goddamn fucking. You're not even fucking Wonder Bread. You're fucking Great Value bread. That's what you are.
I'm not great value.
No, you know what? This motherfucker is so bland, Austin. He doesn't even deserve to be bread. This motherfucker is nothing but a dry ass rice cake. That's what Preston Vance is. This motherfucker is so dry and boring. It has no character, no charisma. I would rather, I would fucking rather eat sand in the Sahara Desert than watch Preston Vance wrestle, because at least that would fucking hydrate me over how dry Preston Vance is as a wrestler. This motherfucker is boring, bro. This match went on so long and it was so boring, and oh, Preston Vance is a heel and he kept trying to get the chair and I don't fucking care. Like, I didn't even plan for that to rhyme, but whatever. Fucking, like, and he said the most cringe thing in the match too, because he went for the J drill and he was like, reach for the sky. He said, reach for the sky, bitch. Like, no one thinks you're cool, man. You're really gonna disrespect Jay Briscoe, who only passed away a couple months ago. Like, really AEW, you're really gonna disrespect Jay Briscoe by fucking insulting him? Like,
it is Tony.
And fucking Preston Vance, fuck you. That's all I gotta say. You're fucking. It would be a shame to even compare you to Vanilla Ice Cream, which is the most like blandest ice cream. It would be a shame to even compare you to
I thought
that.
you were gonna say just Vanilla Ice. For some
No,
reason.
no. At least Vanilla Ice has character.
Oh god.
I would rather watch the fucking what is that movie? The one Adam Sandler movie you won't fucking watch. What the fuck was it? It's like the one about Adam Sandler impregnating a teacher when he was in high school. I forget what it's called.
Oh, I watched that one. Yeah, I will not watch it again. It's called That's My Boy.
Yeah, I would rather watch that because it has Vanilla Ice in it. I would rather watch that than fucking watch Preston Vance. I would rather watch Saw than watch Preston Vance wrestle again. At least Saw would be somewhat entertaining. I wouldn't feel like I'm gonna fucking fall asleep.
Oh,
I
Jesus
started
Christ.
getting so tired during this match. Like, Preston Vance, get character. Go find a character. Like, like at least in the Dark Order, you had character. You were part of the Dark Order, and ever since you left, ooh, I'm gonna be this big bad heel, and I'm gonna wrestle on Rampage where no one's gonna fucking see me. Great strategy. But nevertheless, oh, and Mark Briscoe, I gotta talk about you too, because you are acting like a dumbass, doing this dumbass shit. Like, why do you need to be doing a whisper in the wind from the top rope onto a steel chair on the outside? Like, are you trying to fucking get hurt? Like, are you trying to intentionally injure yourself? And not even that, he was doing dives to the outside, and Preston Vance is such a soft, dry fucking rice cake that he just crumbled at Mark Briscoe hitting him, and Mark Briscoe just hit the fucking ground instead of catching him like you're supposed to do in a professional fucking match. But you know, nothing about the show is fucking professional.
You know, I got dive. I got dive.
Mark Briscoe said, I'll tell you what, man, god dang on Hank, man. But yeah, so Mark Briscoe, surprise, surprise, won this match. You know, do you think they're afraid to give Mark Briscoe a loss at this point because they're going to get backlash for it if he loses?
Probably.
Well, Mark Briscoe won because he hit a J driller on Preston Vance. And fucking, yeah, he turned him from a fucking dry ass rice cake into a broken dry ass rice cake. So, there you go, Mark. Yeehaw. Let's fucking get the fucking troughs ready for the pigs. Yeah! Fucking. Now we move on to probably one of the biggest atrocities I've ever seen. So, we move on to the firm deletion match, which was the team of Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, Isaiah Cassidy, and Hook versus the firm of Ethan Page, Lee Moriarty, Big Bill, and Stokely for some reason. And it opens with them driving in an SUV going to the Hardy compound because these deletion things, they always have to be at the Hardy compound, the Hardy compound, the Hardy compound. Like, Jesus Christ, man. You know, at least when fucking WCW did dumb shit, they did it in different locations. You know,
But you love the Hardy compound.
I love the graveyard that fucking Vampiro buried the Kiss Demon in more than the Hardy compound.
But that's your vacation spot. You told me you went on vacation there last year. You saw like Senior Benjamin and Vanguard 1.
So,
Had
when they
some Mike's Hards with fucking Rebby.
have your fun while you can, because you still got 3 more Dynamites to watch. Have your fun.
I don't care. I'm having fun. 'Cause you still got 2 more Darks, bitch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. At least I don't gotta watch Kenny Omega and John Moxley in a cage match.
Hell, I've come to terms with my fucking dumbass because I've been doing this since November. So let me have my fucking shit, bro.
Well, anyway, they get there, and for some reason Ethan Page is all pumped up. He's looking like a Pat McAfee ripoff. And, oh yeah, by the way, after this match, Austin said that he doesn't like Ethan Page anymore, so congratulations, Ethan Page, you lost a fan. So, there's that. So, it's funny, too, because if you watch... I believe it's our Revolution 2021 review. I think that's where Ethan Page debuted in that ladder match. You were so hype about Ethan Page, man. Now look at him. Crazy.
It's like it's became. It was a downward spiral ever since the Karate Man. To be honest, like I thought he maybe could get some type of spotlight in AEW. I was so wrong. I was so wrong.
Yep. How times have changed, man. So, they get there, and they're all acting all hype, and fucking we see the two referees for this match. They're like this old guy and this other guy, and
I feel bad for Caprice Coleman because he's
yeah,
actually a good referee, fucking
yeah,
commentator.
yeah, and fucking so they get there, and then Ethan Page is like, oh, well, let's let them know we're here, and his idea of letting them know they're there is fucking hitting Matt Hardy's mailbox with his baseball bat. Like, ooh, yeah, let's act like a couple teenagers going around smashing mailboxes. Yeehaw, did you get that from Mark Briscoe? Like, fucking, so then the gates mysteriously open, and I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, why? And then they go in, and oh god, what did it say? Like the fucking Vanguard one popped up, and it said some cringy ass shit.
What happened was Devon pushed the controller to Vanguard 1 and it said, "You rude as fuck."
That's what it said. You rude as fuck.
Yeah,
Oh
but it
my
said
god, it was so
AF. And you pushed the controller and you like typed it out and everything too. It was kind of your idea.
You know, I was starting to feel bad that you had to watch so much AEW, but now I don't anymore. I'm glad you've had to suffer for 6 months. You deserve it. Anyway, so that cringiness happens, and then Matt Hardy pops up on top of Vanguard 1, and he's doing the whole broken character, and he's like, you will be deleted, and fucking my pelvis is fused with my back. Ooh, oh, I should retire, but no. People still care about the broken character, even though they don't. Ooh, yes. Delete, 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 whatever. So then, Matt Hardy's team shows up, and they all start beating the fuck out of each other. And so, first of all, Matt Hardy has such a dad bod. This motherfucker was wearing a tank top tucked into a fucking pair of jeans, and was wearing some fucking black fucking, they almost look like New Balances. And fucking Jeff was sitting here just wearing just a random shirt and fucking his pants he usually wears in his matches. And fucking then fucking Isaiah Cassidy looked like he just got done playing the Ballad of Gay Tony on GTA 4 in the fucking nightclub.
Hook low-key looked like he was trying to pull his best Darby Allin impression.
Hook looked like when you drive around Grove Street on GTA San Andreas and you see like the drug dealers with the hoodies on, that's what Hook looked like. This man looked like he was trying to be a fucking Family Dollar version of B-Rabbit from 8 Mile. Like, motherfucker looks like he was trying... motherfucker looked like he was trying to be a Salvation Army version of fucking NF. Is what he looked like.
Oh, not NF. He's already terrible.
Motherfucker looked like he was trying to be a Goodwill version of Gone.
Not Gone.
That's what this motherfucker looked like. Like, I don't understand.
Not Gone. Oh.
Yeah. So, and then Big Bill was just fucking showing his muscles. Ethan Page was looking like Pat McAfee. Fucking Lee Moriarty was dressed up like Kill Bill. And fucking then Stokely, I don't know what the fuck he was wearing. He was wearing like this Nation of Domination style jumpsuit with like this silver Back to the Future Part 2 jacket. I don't know what the fuck he was wearing. This was a mind fuck watching this. And I
And
just,
Devon
I
loved
don't
it.
understand. I just don't get it, man. And I don't get why Matt Hardy thinks that people still care about this shit when even the AEW fans have said we don't fucking care about the broken character. It's cringe. It's trash. Stop doing it. Just fucking retire, you old senile man. That's what even AEW fans are saying that, Austin. It's not even just me. The
Well,
AEW
that's weird because
fans
like
don't even want Matt Hardy.
just like 30 minutes ago, you were talking about how you love the broken gimmick and you can't wait for it to return again,
I
and that,
used to in like 2016 when it was actually
yeah, but you were saying
popular,
that
but not
today. You were
anymore.
saying how you were saying how you love this match, and you you enjoy. I can't even say it with a straight face. I don't even know how you do it.
It just this was so bad because then they start the firm starts getting shot at with Roman candles and fucking man. Then fucking I think Matt Hardy was fighting Ethan Page. Big Bill was fighting Isaiah Cassidy and Jeff Hardy. Fucking Hook was fighting Lee Moriarty, and fucking Stokely just wandered off and did whatever the fuck. And fucking, I will admit, Big Bill was fucking beating the fuck out of him. He fucking choke slammed the shit out of Isaiah Cassidy straight to the fucking ground. He was doing some like Friday the 13th type shit because he kept like choke slamming him up against a tree, and the motherfucker fucking slammed his ass to the
He
ground. It
did
looked
get a little
nasty.
bit too excited when he was choking people, though.
Yeah, this motherfucker was like on top of Jeff Hardy, and he's like, oh yeah, Jeff, you like it? You like that choking? And he was like getting all excited. You know, I just did a fucking madness right there. Jesus Christ! Now I'm just realizing.
It doesn't say so you clip that.
Fuck you. I'm just saying that's what he was acting like. Like he was getting way too into it. Like it's the same motherfucker that used to date Carmella too. Now she's fucking pregnant. I don't know if you knew that, but
Oh, I knew that. Yeah.
God, bro, fucking.
Can you make a PNG of yourself, like with Jeff Hardy?
No, I will not be doing that. But I'm trying to scramble my brain to even remember what all happened because this is so all over the place.
Oh man. At
I
that
know.
point,
Oh, go
they
ahead.
went into like the ring area.
Yeah, and fucking Stokely was doing his own goddamn fucking horror nights fucking adventures in the fucking Hardy compound because he kept going to all these different places and somehow he wound up in like this fucking, it looked like it was a home theater or something, and he was like, motherfucker picked up like a little ass Gatorade bottle and there's like some chips there and he's like, oh, Matt Hardy got them cheap ass snacks and fucking, and then like we hear fucking Rebby's voice and Rebby comes out of nowhere looking like a
Yep,
fucking
Devin's
Bratz
baby
doll
mom.
and fucking did you hear what I just said?
Brett's
Yeah. Fucking this is what she looks like, man. She never used to look like that. Like I swear to God, she's trying to be Nicki Minaj or something. Like
Bro,
honestly.
she's low key kind of like the Latina version of fucking Kim Kardashian and Nicki Minaj. Like,
Nevertheless, she pops up and she's like, "Oh, what are you doing in my house?" And then Senor Benjamin pops up and fucking tases Stokely, and then oh, here comes Matt Hardy's children. They start beating up fucking Stokely, and fucking he's just like, as he's getting beat up, he's like, "Oh, y'all some badass kids." Like this was so bad. Like why?
Devin was marking out.
So while that was going on, Matt Hardy and Ethan Page are fighting in the ring, and then fucking Hook and Lee Moriarty are fighting by this fucking yeehaw fucking metal garage, and Hook puts Lee Moriarty through the table, and fucking I'm trying to remember what happened next. This is fucking...
it's the big spot. Devin's favorite spot happened in this.
Oh yeah,
this
this
match.
was a this well yeah this was a disaster because Isaiah Cassidy got taken out earlier by Big Bill, and we didn't see him after he got chokeslammed. And fucking so the Firm is beating up the Hardys and Hook, and they put all their bodies into a pile, and then you say it. I can't even.
Well, Devon was so hyped for this. Like, he was excited. He loved this moment in this match. He said it was the best moment in the match. He even said he couldn't after this fucking moment happened. Fucking all we hear, they're all in a like piled up and everything, and all we hear is Isaiah Cassidy moaning.
No,
times.
Austin, you got to do the moan. You can't.
I'm not doing it.
No, you got to do the moan. Do the moan.
No, I'm not.
Do the moan.
No.
Do it. Do it.
No.
Do it, pussy. Do it.
No. But he does the moan.
What did it sound like?
Fucking he does a swanton, and then he fucking sits there and starts screaming and moaning again, and then starts humping the ground. And then Matt Hardy goes, "Brothers, hey," or orgasmic fucking Zay, or what the fuck ever. I knew you'd come. And then fucking Isaiah Cassidy goes, "I always do," and then moans again.
Yeah, this is the level. And then,
actually, I'll play it. I'll play it because I know the clip's on there. Give me a second. I can find the clip on Twitter.
This is such a disgrace. This is bad, bro.
Yeah. Cassidy. Oh, okay. I'm trying to find it. Wait a second. Maybe a little firm deletion. I'll most likely find it. Take me long. Where is it? That's the Stokely thing. Or the Stokely shit. Why is everybody marking out about the Stokely shit?
I don't know. Because AEW fans don't have fucking brains in their head.
God damn it, I know I saw it. Fucking... Go on while I find this.
So, after that disgrace, fucking the Hardys team starts fighting back and hitting people with chairs and branches and sticks and everything else, and fucking it ends up being fucking I think it was just Ethan Page, and all four of them put Ethan Page in the ring, and Matt Hardy's like, oh,
I found it.
Oh, go ahead. Good.
Okay.
So might as well.
Brother Zay, come on, turn off the deletion dome.
The deletion dome.
Orgasmic Isaiah, I knew
There's that for you.
Yeah, so that was that. So the Matt Hardy is beating up Ethan Page, and fucking Stokely keeps getting tased by Rebby. And fucking Big Bill and Lee Moriarty are out of commission. And fucking so Matt Hardy puts Ethan Page in the ring, and then Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, Hook, and fucking Isaiah Cassidy all get in the ring, and Matt Hardy's like, "Oh, Ethan Page, this is your fault." And Ethan Page is like, "No, it's your fault." And Matt Hardy's like, "No, it's your fault." And I'm like, "What the fuck am I watching?" And then like he's like, "Oh, you asked for this, Ethan," and whatever. And then they all four start beating up Ethan Page, and even like the referee starts beating up Ethan Page because earlier Ethan Page was getting mad at the referee, so he beat the referee up. And so Ethan Page is just getting jumped, and I said to Austin, I said, "So you're telling me this is better than the Karate Man?" Is what I said. Um, and so after that, fucking Isaiah Cassidy does whatever the fuck he did on him, and then Hook did his fucking Tazplex or whatever, and then Matt Hardy fucking hit the Twist of Fate, and then Jeff hit the Swanton Bomb. 1, 2, 3. The Hardys team, whatever you want to call them, won the firm deletion. And then fucking they were celebrating. All of a sudden, Jeff gets out of the ring and runs away, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then we see this field where like Jeff is lighting something on fire, and we see like this fucking crop circle logo thing start to light on fire. Oh, there was also a spot I forgot to say where Isaiah Cassidy jumped off the ladder on fucking
Big Bill.
Big Bill through the fucking table. I forgot to say that too. But so Jeff is in the middle of this field, and then Matt Hardy and the other two come up, and they're like, "Oh, Jeff, are you okay?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm fine." And fucking, he's like, I'm so blessed that I could be here right now in this moment. I'm so blessed to be back, and all this shit. And the whole logo lights, and fucking Matt Hardy starts doing the delete shit. And then Jeff fucking, it ends on Jeff fucking screaming, he's like, "Thank you, God." And it fucking ends. And I was just like, I'm just so done, man.
And Devon won't say it here, but he gave it a standing ovation.
So, now that this is over with, I don't even know what to say. I sat there and I was like, what the fuck? Because I watched the fucking deletions that Matt did in TNA, the fucking delete or decay that he did with Decay, and fucking the ultimate deletion or whatever that he did against Jeff, and fucking even the ones he did against fucking Bray Wyatt and shit. And now this was the worst of them all. Like, I just don't get it. Like, at one point, yeah, this was something different in the wrestling business. It was cool. It was like, ooh, this has never been done before. And now it's just like, honestly, this whole thing is just like, Matt Hardy just won't let this fucking broken shit go. That's what it feels like. It feels like he's just clinging onto it with all he's got. It's his last thing that he has. And it's sad. This was just sad. It was bad. The comedy was bad. The actual match itself was bad. It wasn't even as, like, exciting as the other ones. They didn't even do barely anything. Like, it just sucked. Like, and they had all this build up for it for weeks and weeks, and just for it to be on a Rampage, not even Double or Nothing, on a Rampage. Why? This, honestly, as much as I fucking hate to say it in my soul, this has honestly made me lose respect for both the Hardys. Matt has already gone way, way, way down from what I used to think of him. But even Jeff is starting to go down at this point. Like, I don't understand. You're telling me that in WWE, when they're giving you the Intercontinental Championship and the United States Championship, and fucking they gave the Hardys the Raw Tag Team titles and the SmackDown Tag Team titles, and sitting here goddamn giving Jeff the Hell in a Cell match that he wanted against Randy Orton, and sitting there fucking giving Jeff this match and that match and fucking whatever, and then, you know, they were gonna start pushing him to face fucking Roman for the world title, and you're telling me that, you know, fuck all this, I'm gonna leave WWE so I can go to AEW and do this shit. That's what you're telling me. You're telling me, fucking Jeffrey, you're telling me that all that you had wasn't worth nothing to you, and you want to say fuck WWE when they're the ones that actually try to fucking help you with your fucking shit that you're going through, but you said no, and then you go to AEW, and then you fucking cause a whole nother situation like a dumbass, and then you sit here, you're out for a year, and you come back, and now this is the shit that you're doing. You're telling me that doing the firm deletion was a better career choice than having a world title match with Roman Reigns. That's what you're fucking telling me. That actually just disappoints me. And you know what? I might even say a little conspiracy here. I don't even think that it was Jeff's idea. I think Matt was in his fucking ear this whole time. That's how it's been their whole fucking careers, Austin. As much as I hate to say it, that's how it's always been. Matt's always been in his fucking ear. If you look at just the past couple years, and if you look at what people say, and I'm not the only one that thinks this, like, honestly, like, people think now that Matt really just uses Jeff to stay relevant, and he exploits Jeff, which causes Jeff to do all this stupid shit and get himself hurt and get himself in trouble, all at the expense of Matt fucking trying to desperately keep his career relevant. And as much as I fucking love the Hardys as a team, it's sad to say, but I fucking see that too. And it sucks. It really does. It's sad that this is the point that this has come to, or now we're doing this dumbass shit. Like, for Christ's sake, I don't even want to say this, but their match against the Young Bucks last year was better than this shit, and I don't ever praise the Young Bucks, but my god, at least it was an actual match. For Christ's sake, man. Like, what the fuck has happened? Like, I hate to say it, but it really is a fall from grace, man. Like, fuck. And it's not even just the Hardys, man. Everybody in this match looks so bad. Like, it makes Ethan Page look like a fucking moron. Like, and even Austin will tell you that.
Fucking... Yeah, he does. He looks like a fucking moron, bro. Like, I can't speak for Isaiah Cassidy. I'm glad Mark Quinn... I don't know where fucking Mark Quinn went. Honestly, genuinely, I don't know if he's injured, I don't know what. I'm glad he's not a part of this, because he would have made himself look fucking dumb. Because Isaiah Cassidy, oh my god, he looked the stupidest here. Like, all jokes aside, and me joking with Devon, he looked fucking the stupidest. Ethan Page, I can't even defend him no more, because he did the Karate Man, then he went to AEW, and we thought he was gonna get a decent run, and he just constantly fucking loses. Like, the only time he was actually good in AEW is when he actually was teaming with Scorpio Sky, and even that wasn't great at times because Paige Van Zant.
Yeah, and Scorpio Sky is not even there anymore.
Exactly.
And,
But
oh yeah, Austin, speaking of Paige Van Zant, I found something out the other day. I forgot to tell you. So,
oh great.
somebody asked Paige Van Zant if she was still in AEW, and she said that she is still under contract with AEW and she plans on coming back soon, is what she said.
Oh wow. By the way, where the fuck is the one guy that was with Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page? Because he was actually great. I know people didn't
Uh,
like him because they're sheep, but
what? Are you talking about Dan Lambert?
yeah, Dan Lambert. I couldn't think of his name.
I don't know what
Where
happened
the
to
fuck
him.
is? I don't know what the fuck happened to Dan Lambert. He was genius, like genuinely, but he's just gone now. They replaced him with Stokely, and that does not help.
You know what's sad, Austin? When they first started AEW, they brought in SCU as one of their biggest groups. And now
Mm.
Kazarian left and went to Impact. Scorpio Sky left and went to Impact. And Christopher Daniels ain't doing nothing but wrestling on Dark. So, look at that fall from grace.
Yeah,
SCU was so fucking over when AEW started, too.
I know.
And it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And fucking, where's Pac? The Lucha Brothers are
Probably
still there.
having
Where's Pac? What
probably
happened?
having more visa issues, if we're being completely honest here. Because ever since, I don't know, I think it's just the AEW curse at this point. Honestly,
The
because he's
AEW
been
curse.
nah, because he's been having fucking visa issues ever since he joined that company.
Yeah, I don't
He
know.
he didn't have no issues when it came to working on the indies, but nah, as soon as he signs with AEW, visa issue after visa issue after visa issue.
Uh, I don't know. The last time I saw him was when we were still talking about the fucking Elite versus Death Triangle
That's
saga.
the last time he was there.
Oh my god, was it really?
Yes.
Wow. But nevertheless, we're getting a little off track. Fucking Big Bill looked bad here. Fucking Lee Moriarty. I had never seen Lee Moriarty before this, and I don't want to see Lee Moriarty again after this. Uh, and Stokely, honestly, never cared for him to begin with. I know he used to be in NXT. Never cared about him.
I don't even remember what he did in NXT. Who was he with?
I don't even remember. He's a
Was he with
manager
somebody?
for somebody.
I know he was with somebody, but was he with like somebody like fucking Von Wagner? Is that who he
I
was
think
with?
so. I could be
I
wrong.
don't, I don't know.
But, yeah.
Oh, he was with the Diamond Mine. That's who he was with.
Yeah. Oh
Harvey
man, the
Diamond Mine.
diamond mine. How that fucking fell apart. Jesus
Oh
Christ.
God,
That's another
Jesus.
thing. But nevertheless, fucking everybody just looked. They look cringe and bad and awful. And the Hardys just looked old. And Jeff looked old and broken down. And Matt looked fucking old, broken down, and senile.
And out of shape.
hmm And fucking Rebby looked like she was just fucking put together at the Good Guys factory with all that plastic.
Bro, I'm pretty sure she's like 95% plastic.
She never used to be. I actually used to think she was hot too.
Like, and like the 5% there is only her organs.
Jesus Christ. But
Like,
but yeah, that was the firm deletion. I guess the only other thing I could talk about was there was a Chris Jericho promo,
oh
um,
great.
which this is the part of the show Austin was marking out for.
Nah.
So apparently, Austin, you can tell me about this. Apparently, Chris Jericho was saying that Adam Cole attacked him on Dynamite. Did that happen?
Yeah, and then he got attacked by Bitch Baker right after.
Yeah.
Funny
So
how he doesn't mention that he got his ass beat by a woman too.
Oh, Chris Jericho would never admit that. He's got too much pride.
I mean, he is wife beater Jericho, so. Do you think
Never.
Jericho beats his wife?
I don't even know who his wife is, honestly.
I don't know, but she's married to Jericho, so she's obviously a cunt.
I think Jericho
So,
has kids, doesn't he?
oh man, I feel bad for his kids, man. If he has kids, let me see. Does Chris Jericho have kids? Oh
I don't know.
no,
I
I'm looking
thought I
this up.
remembered him saying that he did.
Does Chris Jericho still wrestle? Sadly, he does. Have kids. Oh God, he has 3 kids. Oh, I feel
Oh,
so bad.
oh man. Is
Oh
his
man,
is his
his
name
kids.
actually Jericho?
Um, I don't think is he changed his name to Chris Jericho,
Oh my god,
but
so
his birth name was Christopher Keith Irving.
ew, Christopher Keith.
But
Yeah.
his kids' names. His kids still take on the Irving name because his kids' names is Ash Edward Irving, that's the son, and his 2 daughters, Sierra Loretta Irving and Cheyenne Lee Irving.
Damn. Well, nevertheless, Chris Jericho was saying that he's gonna get a fucking restraining order against Adam Cole or something. He was like being all paranoid that someone was gonna come beat him up. You could tell it's just gonna lead to a Jericho and Adam Cole match, or Jericho and Psoriasis versus Adam Cole and Britt Baker. I don't know yet because they keep fucking booking so many different things that you can't tell
I
what they're building.
genuinely I can't tell anymore because like I know they're definitely gonna have that Anarchy in the Arena match. I know that's a definite, and
Hmm.
we knew the fucking Fatal 4-Way was a definite. So I know they're doing something with Bates Baker and Psoriasis, and they're doing something with Chris Jericho and Adam Cole. Whether they combine it or not would be a travesty, but still, it might happen. And of
Yeah.
course, Wardlow is probably going to defend against Luchasaurus, and then fucking the tag team titles apparently are going to be supposed to be Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal taking on FTR. Random, but I'll take it. Don't know what Jamie Hayter's doing. I can't even tell you.
I don't know.
Don't know what the
Honestly.
House of Black are doing either.
Nothing. That's what they're doing. They haven't even been on Dynamite.
They're supposed to be on Dynamite this week, from the picture you sent me.
Uh, the only other thing that happened besides that Jericho promo was there was a promo with Dustin Rhodes, and he was talking about how he was excited for AEW to be in Texas and whatever, and then fucking Brian Cage beat the fuck out of him, so that was nice to see. And then fucking the fucking what the fuck is their team called? The Oompa Loompas? What the fuck is it?
Who are we talking about?
The fucking the Oompa Loompa affiliates or whatever the fuck they are.
Oh, the Mogul affiliates.
Oh,
The Oompa Loompa affiliates. What?
well, they were all there except fucking Tim McDougal. I don't know where he was.
Not Thrash.
Fucking, but so they're beating up Dustin Rhodes, and then oh here comes fucking old Keith Nicholas, fucking Santa Keith with his fucking gray hair. Fucking sits there and is like, oh, don't attack Dustin Rhodes, he's my friend, and all this shit. Like, who cares? Bro, Keith Lee, you fucking ruined your career, bro. God damn. Anyway, that's all that happened on Rampage. It was terrible. Don't watch it. I hope it gets canceled like Dark and Dark Elevation did. I really hope it does, because it's terrible. It's sad that this is the show that Jim Ross is relegated to.
Oh no.
But yeah, that was fucking the May 5th episode of Rampage. Fuck my life. I don't ever have to watch this shit again. I do still have to watch Dark and Dark Elevation, so I have to figure out when I'm going to do that. Since they're both officially canceled now. I'm assuming that means that Collision is coming sometime soon. I don't know. But fucking yeehaw, there's your Rampage review. Fucking tomorrow is Backlash. So we're going to be reviewing Backlash because I'm planning on watching it. And then yeah, we'll also be back for the Dynamite review next week. So, yay. Yeehaw. Anything else you want to say before we end this?
I was gonna say a joke, but I forgot it, so just end it.
On that note, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you for more AEW, and we'll see you for Backlash. And fuck you, Matt Hardy.